Alright, hello everybody, this is 444RR with another magic trick. Now this magic trick actually is a little story, and I'll give my quick little review of it at the end. Let's see what story we're going to tell today though. We're going to tell the story of the three bears. You all know that story, right? Well, once upon a time, basis for any good story, deep in the middle of a forest, there lived a family of bears. There was a daddy bear, there was a mama bear, and there was a baby bear. Now the mama bear made a pot of porridge, but it was too hot to eat, so they went walking in the woods. Well, do you know who else was walking in the woods that day? Was Goldilocks. And Goldilocks was walking in the woods and she got a little lost. And what happened was she got a little lost and she came to a fork in the road. Now she didn't know which path to take, so which path would you like her to take? This one? Okay, so Goldilocks took that path, and when she got to the end of the path, she found a house. And what she did was she walked inside the house, and when she got inside the house, she found a bowl of porridge. And when she found the bowl of porridge, she took a little bite of it, and she said, "This porridge is too hot." And then she found another bowl of porridge, and she said, "This porridge is too cold." And then she found the last bowl of porridge, and she said, "This bowl of porridge is just right." So she ate the porridge, and she ate it all. Then what she did was she walked upstairs into the sitting room of this house. And when she walked up into the sitting room, she found a chair. And she said, "This chair is too hard." And then she walked and she found another chair. And she said, "This chair is too soft." And then she found the last chair. And she said that this chair was just right. So she sat down in the chair. But what happens when she sat down in the chair? The chair actually broke because she was a little too big for that chair. So now she walked upstairs into the bedroom of this house. And when she walked up into the bedroom, she found a bed. She said this bed was too lumpy. And she found another bed and said this bed was too soft. And then she found the final bed and she said this bed is just right. So Goldilocks got into the bed and she went to sleep. And what happened was the three bears were coming and returning back from their trip in the woods. And what happened was when they came back, there was the daddy bear, there was the mama bear, and there was the baby bear. And when they returned back from their trip, they walked inside their house, and they saw that when they walked in, the daddy bear said in his big voice, "Someone's been eating my porridge." And then the mama bear said in her sweet little voice, "Someone's been eating my porridge." And then the baby bear in his squeaky little voice said, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Now, they walked through the house again, and they found in the sitting room of their house, they found the daddy bear said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." And then the mama bear said in her sweet little voice, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." Then the baby bear in his sweet little voice said, "Someone sat in my chair and broke it." And then they walked upstairs into the bedroom. And when they walked up into the bedroom, the daddy bear said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." And then the mama bear said in her sweet little voice, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." And the baby bear said in his squeaky little voice, he said, "Someone is sleeping in my bed." And when they pulled back the covers, they found Goldilocks. Now, what happened was the bears didn't like that Goldilocks was in the house. So they got into this big argument, and they were having a little scuffle. And what happened was the daddy bear said, I can't find Goldilocks anywhere." And then the mama bear said, "I can't find Goldilocks anywhere either." And then the baby bear said, I can't find Goldilocks anywhere either, because Goldilocks had ran out of the house. And what happened was the bears never seen Goldilocks back at their house ever again. And Goldilocks learned never to go wandering through the forest. And that's the story of the three bears. Alright, this is the trick, and it's called Once Upon a Time. I learned the first story. I'm still in the process of learning the other two stories. Now, with this trick, you get three stories in this trick. It's Goldilocks, Cinderella, and Jack and the Beanstalk. And with what this trick actually does is it looks like a book. You open the book up, you take the little cards out. And when you take the cards out, you have the three stories. And on the back of each card, there's a drawing. And it's an illustration. And like with Jack and the Beanstalk, let me see if I can find it here. With Jack and the Beanstalk, what you actually do is like you have the little bean, you have the little sprout, and then it morphs into a little bigger, and then the beanstalk magically grows right before the spectator's eye. And you can say the beanstalk has grown really tall up into the sky. And this is a really great trick. It's a great kids magic. If you do a lot of kids magic, it's really good. Or if you do a lot of close-up magic at like parties, and usually there's like a mix of adults and kids, you should have this because you can tell this quick little story to the kids, and it's a story that they know, like Goldilocks or Cinderella or whatever. And it's just a really great trick. So you should definitely go out and buy this trick. It's a really great trick. It's very deceiving. And the trick, the instructions say, like if you're reading the review of it, it says if you can do a double lift, you can do this trick. And it's really good for parents and adults as well, because it's a really great trick. You don't have to master any difficult sleight of hands. It's like a double lift, and that's it. Is all that's the most advanced sleight of hand move they have for this trick. But it's a really great trick. It's called Once Upon a Time. I definitely recommend go out and buying it. If you don't have a lot of time to learn a magic trick, though, this is not the trick for you, because you have to memorize the story, and but everybody knows the story of Cinderella, and everybody knows the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, so it's not really a time learning the trick. It takes more time learning the trick than it does to learn the story. So that's it, and it's a trick called Once Upon a Time. Definitely go out and buy it, and I will post when I learn the other two stories and learn how to do all the moves and all that good stuff. I'll post the other two, and you can see Cinderella and Jack and the Beanstalk. Thank you, and comment down below.